shit. Welcome back to Bowl Central. It's your boy E Loading, and you got Phil on the other side. We're here to do a little quick. Before we even get started, before I even say what we're here to do, Happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving week. Survivor Series is at Friday. Saturday. But we just here to give a little bit of predictions of what we think is gonna happen here. Last event was I think it was Fastlane or something.
I
Was it
think it was
Fastlane?
Fastlane.
Nah, Crown Jewel. My fault.
Oh yeah.
We won 100% with predictions. We'll see if we can keep the ball rolling here. Um, First match on the card that okay, I don't understand why H was doing this. Anyways,
Also,
first match that we're gonna go with is I'm gonna go from the bottom to the top. Since
side note, how are you doing?
I'm chilling, bro. How you doing?
Hey, good. Hey, thankful to be here.
I'm trying to get into this. I'm sorry.
That's what he said. Fuck formalities. No.
First up, I see actually LA Knight versus Solo Sikoa.
They got a
First
match?
match on the card.
Oh shit.
It's possible that it hasn't been announced yet. It might be announced on Friday, but if you had to pick a winner in this match, who would you pick?
Uh, Probably. Both of them really don't need this win. To be honest, it's not. It's not advancing any type of story. Probably LA, because I don't know if they want to see him lose. I mean, as of right now, because this matchup really does anything for neither party, nothing bloodline related. Yeah, I'll probably go LA Knight. Why not?
All right, I'm gonna actually lean towards Solo because I think if the Cena win, Solo's gonna need to keep momentum going,
Yeah.
and I don't see why LA Knight can't lose here and still be as big of a star as he is. Like he's not gonna lose anything if he does lose, especially if it's off of an interference. Jimmy could interfere easily.
Yeah.
Jimmy doesn't have any other place on this card really, so I'm gonna go with Solo.
Yeah, you're right.
Next matchup that I see here, we're gonna go with Carlito versus Santos Escobar. Got what you got?
I mean, hey, the Carlito called out Santos for the what's it called, the brass knuckles mishap, rightfully so. He made a mistake, and then the whole lash out against Rey Mysterio, etc., etc. And now with I don't know how long Rey's gonna be shelved for with that leg injury, but hey, it continues the storyline of Escobar, Carlito, and the whole group. So I think I'm gonna go Santos. I think he gets it's gonna be a very very close win. It's gonna be an either way type of battle. Like it's gonna come down to the very last couple of seconds of the match. But I'm gonna go Santos just to strengthen his character.
Me personally, I think. Sorry, who'd you pick?
Santos.
Okay, me personally, yeah, I agree because I think that him losing would just kill all of his momentum for him going on his solo career. Ray's supposed to be out. I think they said 4 to 6 weeks. It was just a meniscus surgery. He should be out 4 to 6 weeks. He'll be back by Royal Rumble, I believe, which I will begin this actual storyline between Ray and Santos. But yeah, with Santos going out solo by himself now, it does not make sense for him to. It doesn't make sense for him to lose to Carlito, like you said. Carlito and the LWO will still have their building. I don't see Carlito even really being a main player or a major factor unless he leaves Ray and joins Santos on the hillside, or if Joaquin and what's the other dude's name, unless they leave Ray and join Santos, then that's the only way I see Carlito being a major player here. But all roads are pointing to Ray and Carlito, Ray and Santos at WrestleMania. And Yeah,
Absolutely.
I got Carlito.
So
Carlito losing
what a
in terms.
slap from Zelina. Shit. The other night, she could slap me like
Great
that.
acting.
Oh,
Great acting.
yeah.
Um, Next match on the card is we're gonna go with Miz and Gunther,
Ooh.
which unfortunately this is very predictable. We already know Miz is not gonna win the title. We are all here to see a Miz face turn and to see him back to his babyface glory of 2016, 2017. But this is not the time to take the belt off of Gunther. I wish we could have, something better for is to get him back to glory instead of losing to Gunther, but it is what it is. I got Gunther winning. What you got?
Yeah, I agree. Just because I want Miz to win this, just because I've liked the build up to this match. But yeah, this is all leading towards building up Gunther to be one of the greatest IC champs of all time. He's doing that. He's doing a good job of defending so far. Good matches. A little back and forth segments with the Miz on Raw as well. Yeah, but it makes all the sense to have um, Gunther win this. There's no way Miz wins. If he does, great. If it just makes more sense if Gunther wins, just to build up to the bigger pay per views.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to give Miz the belt, although we would, like I said, we would love to see one more run, but it is what it is. We're gonna move on from that. Next up, we got Ripley versus Zoe Stark. I forgot this was on the card. You go first with this one.
Um,
I know we have the same answer. I just want to hear your reasoning.
yeah. Pretty much the build up coming from Crown Jewel with the I believe it was a fatal five, the 5-way matchup. Um, yeah, I mean, she should be able to win this clean, Rhea, but I wouldn't be surprised if Dom came out during the matchup. But you've been a fan of Zoe Stark so far, ever since the split from Trish Stratus. She's been doing her thing, but Rhea's got a routine here. I think she probably I think you mentioned earlier on earlier pods. She loses the belt on a bigger pay per view, maybe WrestleMania or maybe a little bit before that. But yeah, I think Rhea continues her reign as the champ. But Zoe Starks, I think, will have a very good outing because she's been really impressive lately.
Yeah. Obviously, we have Rhea winning this match. I do think Zoe needs some type of She's gonna have to have a great showing. Just to. This is why I keep saying she's Shayna Baszler 2.0 because it's gonna be a point of. I mean, the same fact that it's like, Shayna got pushed all the way to the moon to get Becky at WrestleMania just to get squashed, but like she lost to Becky and lost all momentum. So Zoe's been putting in work, and like I said, she's a future women's world champion, future WWE women's champion, amazing superstar, amazing wrestler. I just I not to say she's getting pushed too far too soon, but like if I wanted her to build more momentum so it could actually be a point where it's like, yeah, she actually can just win the title her first match out. But I think this is gonna do nothing except for hurt her momentum. But I don't know what else to say, man. We
I mean,
just know that Rhea's not gonna lose the belt until Mania, and she's not losing it to. I think she has to lose it to Liv Morgan at this point.
yeah, there's not a lot of people that can we consider that can take the belt from her and give it a decent run at this point.
It's just the only things that what they would have to do, which even still I don't see it going to Liv either. Now that I think about it, because they would actually have to present Liv as more feisty is not the right word because she's plenty feisty,
You damn right.
but she's not. I don't know. I guess she's not believable enough as somebody who can go in there and win a wrestling match. She's more like that Daniel Bryan role where it's like or Dolph Ziggler where you just as world champ you just hope she wins it out, like eats it out. So I don't know. Maybe I need to see Liv versus Becky and see how that goes, and then see, I believe who that can be right there. Because even her being Ronda like the second time, it was like she was injured and whatnot, and they tried to do that to make her look stronger, but in reality, it just made her look weaker.
Yeah.
I don't know.
WWE booking's tough.
I
Any
mean, it's
booking.
not tough
Sometimes.
if she would just wrestle, but it is what it is. Next up on the card, we got let's just we're actually into the Warriors time, so we're gonna go with the women's match first, which
Ooh.
I do think is the more believable, I mean, more easily predictable one.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, and Becky Lynch versus Damage Control, which is Asuka, Bailey, Kairi Sane, and Io Sky. Obviously, it would have been Dakota and another fifth member for the other team if Dakota was not out with a torn ACL.
Pain.
Huh?
Pain.
Oh,
But let's see.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so far, ever since Asuka joined, all roads are pointing to Bailey getting kicked out of this group because Asuka, Io, and uh, Kari are just looking like they're talking shit. And I think it looks like who was it? And also, what's her name? What's her name? Dakota is like in on it too, like with the side, her like, not impressions, but like her facial features and her body language. It looks like that we're gonna have like a matchup soon where either Bailey like wins, stays, or loses, get kicked out, or probably some type of rivalry with Io or maybe Kari Sane to solidify her place in there. But we'll see what that happens. But probably I think how this is gonna go. I think some Bailey miscommunication costs them damage control of this matchup just to further the whole long line of her potentially kicked out the group. So I got Belair in them.
Okay, I can see where you're coming with that one. Pause. But yeah, I kind of just feel like Damage Control has to win this. I don't think the Becky, I mean not Becky, the Bailey face turn or her getting pushed out the group is not good. I think it's a little too early. I think this plants like the seeds are already planted. I just hope it's a little slower burn so we do get her at Mania.
I
But
hope so.
see what happens with that. The final match on the card is the men's match with Judgment Day, Dominic
Wait, are we
Mysterio,
missing
Finn
someone?
Balor, JD McDonough, and Damian Priest, along with Drew McIntyre, who's not officially Judgment Day.
But he's on their side.
And then you have them going against Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins. Just plain old baby facey in that. Who you got in this match?
Oof. I mean, Monday Night Raw it was exposed who was the fifth member for Team Cody Rhodes, Apex Predator himself, Randall Keith Orton. I just loved the storytelling during that show, end of the show as well. We saw Jey Uso kind of freeze up, a little nervous because he knows him and the Bloodline is the reason why he's like injured or injured per se, and obviously with Jay being in the Bloodlines, it was a lot of beef with all those superstars that weren't in the Bloodline because of how they ran shit. But yeah, Drew's gonna be the wild card here for Team Judgment Day, and probably Jey Uso is probably gonna be the wild card for the other team because we don't know how he's gonna interact. Actually, no, Randy's gonna be because we don't know how he's gonna react to Jey Uso and stuff like that. But if I had to choose a side, I'm gonna say Team Cody Rhodes. I'm just gonna go with Team Babyface just because I don't have no specific reason. That's just what I'm leaning towards because it could literally, like you said earlier, this could literally go either ways for different reasons. But I'm gonna go with Randy. Randy Orton's gonna probably help win in his first match back. So I'm gonna go Team Cody Rhodes. It's tough though.
Yeah, it's very tough. I'm also going with the baby faces because solely because Judgment Day has a lot of gold. and this was only, I think this was only really put together for Drew to solidify his heel turn. I don't see Randy losing his first match back. The pop is going to be insane when his music hits.
Yep.
And on top of all that, like, it's just, I don't know. I don't see Cody losing there. He's still trying to build momentum so he can see Roman again. I don't know. It is nice to see Jay and Sammy on the same team again. You feel me? So I'm just excited for the event more than anything. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I know I said I wanted to do the predictions with you, but as time passed, I did not care to do these because I just wanted to see it happen.
So,
but I'm still gonna do my predictions. You feel me?
Absolutely.
But
So
at the end of the day, this is one event where if I'm wrong, I don't care.
Absolutely. So are we seeing a CM Punk? Maybe
no,
revival?
we're not seeing CM. Not seeing CM Punk. Hey. CM Punk will not be at Survivor Series, and I will put. I'm not trying to lose too much. You feel me? But I'll put a calm 20 on that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe so either. But you know how social media is. Half of them's gonna want to, half of them don't want to. They're gonna be, you know how fickle WWE fans are. He doesn't show up, they're upset. He does show up, they're upset. So
timeline's gonna go crazy as soon as they see that he's not there. We're gonna see it all over Twitter, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But if Punk is to return, how ironic would it be that Randy returns in Chicago at CM Punk's hometown, and Punk returns at St. Louis at the Royal Rumble in Randy's hometown?
Hey, right. The fans are going to be like, they missed a golden opportunity. It's his hometown. How can they do this to us? But
you know why they can do this? Because it does not make sense for him to return at Survivor Series. He has nothing to do as of right now. There's
minus the hometown business. There's nothing to give him.
It would be a super cheap pop just to have Punk return. There's nothing for him to do. He has to come back at Royal Rumble and start. You can start a feud directly in the Rumble, solely off the fact of somebody throwing him out. Right. Or if you fans really want Punk back, let him win the Rumble.
Yeah, minus the hometown, there's no really good excuse for CM Punk to be there. So I agree with you.
Yeah. Other than this, I have a few other questions. Obviously, it's way too early to predict Mania, but what do you like? Do you have anything that you think is going to happen for Mania season right now?
So far, I think they're trying to plan Jay versus Jimmy, either this one or next one, because there's been rumors about that. I think Logan Paul gets a match as well, a championship match, because he was there last year with Seth, and with the way that WWE's been pushing him, I wouldn't be surprised if he got another title match. I don't know against who, but I'm pretty sure with his athleticism, his electricity, and his moveset, I believe that he should have another WrestleMania match.
So, are you predicting that he loses the belt before Mania? I mean, you just said that he gets another title match.
Oh, sorry. I mean, like a title match, as in he hosts a title match. My fault. I worded that wrong. My fault. I mean,
so he's defending his title at Mania.
Yes. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that happens as well.
Yeah.
Jimmy versus Jay. That's definitely where they're pointing at. That's what they want. We're obviously getting Roman Cody too. I'll say something real quick because I want Roman to break Hulk Hogan's record. I actually don't want Roman Cody at Mania. I don't want Roman solo, if anything. The
when does he break the record?
Breaking down would be perfect for Roman and Solo to fight.
When would he break the record?
September, I believe.
So near Backlash or a little bit after it?
September? Oh, that's.
After, no, sorry, no. That's after SummerSlam. Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know if he loses. I don't know if he breaks the record before SummerSlam or after, but you know, some records aren't made to be broken. there are some records, especially when it comes to WWE, that you would have to break. So, like, if you wanted to, the way they wanted to erase Punk from history, just give it to freaking Randy or Seth and let them hold the belt for over those 350 days that Punk had it. And there's some records that have to be broken, obviously, if you're trying to erase people from history. Hogan's one of those people that you want erased from history, low-key. So, I don't know. That's just how I see it happening. I'm not saying that I want Roman to, keep taking time off and keep winning in his heelish ways, but
I don't know.
I want that record broken. I want to say that.
Yeah. And then probably right off into the sunset after?
Huh?
You think he's gone after?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to go from that to that. Yeah.
I'll say this: like there should be some type of unfoiling of Roman's character. After that, seeing the breakdown of him not being champ anymore, him losing his mind, blah blah. But I'll say this: ever since Hunter took over, Roman's lost a bit of aura. I don't know if everybody feels this way, but he doesn't feel like the same Roman to me. Like Vince had Roman as he is head and shoulders above everybody else, and everybody else is here. Hunter kind of has Roman as Roman's here, but everybody else is about right here. So I'll say that that's how I feel about Roman's reign ever since Hunter took over. So I can't see him losing the title at Mania and that record never being broken. And it is what it is. But in terms of Mania matches, like I said, I'd rather Roman solo. We're probably getting Roman Cody. If CM Punk returns, I'd like to see CM Punk versus Seth Rollins at Mania for the title. Gunther, Brock Lesnar.
Oh wait, isn't there going to be like a Shinsuke match at Survivor Series? Wasn't they like teasing something about that?
They're teasing something. I was going to get into that. I was just trying to get to my Mania stuff first.
Yeah.
Actually, I wouldn't like to see CM Punk versus Rollins for the title. But I'd like to see Brock and Gunther. And maybe you could throw Drew in there in the triple threat match for the World Heavyweight title. My prediction is LA Knight versus Logan for the US title.
That'd be a good matchup.
For the tag titles, it got to be like the Street Profits, and maybe you involve the New Day. Pretty Deadly. I think it has to be a large ladder match. If you're not going to split the titles, it has to be a very large ladder match, like a 6-way ladder match. It's like I said, Pretty Deadly. You can throw Theory and Waller in there.
DIY?
No, not that DIY is another team that for me has lost its aura.
Yeah,
and they need a lot of time to build up. But I would say Street Profits. I'd say Street Profits, Judgment Day, New Day,
Theory, Waller,
Pretty Deadly. I guess you could throw DIY in there, and then you have Waller and Theory. So that's what I see for the tag titles. If not, I'd like to see DIY, New Day, and Judgment Day on Raw for the tag titles, and I'd like to see Street Profits, Pretty Deadly, Theory, and Waller on SmackDown for the SmackDown titles. And, we also have other teams in there. Alpha Academy's in there. Creed Brothers are in there. But unfortunately, some people don't have everything things to do at Mania every year. But that's obviously just my way too early Mania predictions. I'm just chatting for real. But We can get to the Shinsuke vignette real quick because he's been talking about how I see you, you're close. You know, who do you think he's talking about?
Oh well, a lot of people are saying CM Punk because they want to see CM Punk, but I don't think so because you know how fans love to see returns and bullshit. It could be Brock Lesnar. They do have a past with overseas and stuff like that. The fans, social media sleuths / detectives have been pointing to that. I think it's gonna be Brock. I mean, we haven't seen him in a while. It'd be nice to see them go at it again.
Okay. I have three names that I think it could be. Obviously, Punk is one of them because everybody wants to see. But again, like I don't want to see him return, so he's at the bottom of my list.
Yep.
Rock would be at the top of the list because it's getting to Mania season, so he should be returning soon. But the third name, which I think would probably blow the roof off the place, that people don't realize, is Big E.
Oh wow! Has there been any updates with his neck at all?
It's been very quiet on the Big E front. But let's be honest, Big E's the person that beat Shinsuke for that IC title, I think.
That would be a huge pop.
And Big E coming back, reuniting with his New Day brothers, you feel me? Like it's sentimental because everybody didn't think Big E was gonna return. So that's just somewhere where I think that could go for real. Like I feel like that could really just blossom out of nowhere. I have other names. Sheamus is another name. He's been out for a while. I believe he should be coming back soon.
They have history. Sure.
Another name I can think of is Braun Strowman. That would kind of piss me off a little bit.
Yeah, I saw some people make a joke about that. People expecting CM Punk to come back, but get Braun Strowman in that rivalry with Shinsuke.
Yeah, I wouldn't really want to see that.
No, I wouldn't.
Other than that, there's not many people that I can really think of. You got anybody else you can think of?
No. Just because, yeah. I still want Zack Ryder to come back, but I doubt that's anything to do with anything. It was just a random thought, but not really. Brock Lesnar was really my top option here.
I think Zack Ryder still Matt Cardona over in TNA Impact. So,
yeah.
AJ could also be another name, but then again, AJ's on
in a while.
Yeah, but AJ's on SmackDown, Shinsuke's on Raw, so that's why I wouldn't go that way.
It's gonna be Omos. Watch. I don't know where. We haven't seen him in a while either, huh?
I think Omos has reached the point where he's about to be released because people don't want to see him.
Yeah, I think he's there for publicity at this point.
Bronson Reed and Otis are our new big guys. You feel me?
People love Otis.
Like Omos would give us a giant, but the Giants don't have the same aura now because Giants are also like Braun Strowman, who are just doing whatever they want. Diving off turnbuckles and stuff. So I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting day. Obviously, we're gonna get some return. I don't know who it'll be. I'm just excited to see it. We just know Randy's gonna be back. Welcome back, Randy. It's been 500 plus days. Happy. I'm really happy because Randy's one of my favorite all time.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how him and Jey Uso mesh.
I think
look on Jay's face.
He probably RKO's Jey Uso.
Yeah, either after the match or accidentally during the match. Yeah.
I think it'll be an accident, and then he'll shrug it off.
Oh well,
if
you
it's
deserve
not
that
an
anyway.
Accident, and we get a heel Randy. If it's not an accident and we get a heel Randy, I hope Randy shaves all of his head and gives us that 2009 look again.
So are we hoping he RKO's Rhea Ripley if she interferes?
No. And I don't think Rhea interferes because she has her own match.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been shown that even though her match earlier, like for the women's War Games match, obviously, it's the chances of her actually showing up are pretty slim. But predicting the match card order, I would say obviously LA and Solo I think are on the pre-show. So I think for the first match it should be Gunther and Miz to open the show, just because he's the ring general.
Yep.
And the second match is probably going to be the Santos Escobar and Carlito match. Third match, I'd go with the women's title match, Rhea and Zoe. Fourth match, women's War Game. Fifth match, men's War Game. I think that's probably the easiest way to go. And if there's another match on the card, like the Shinsuke match, I'd put that right in between the War Games matches. But that's our predictions for this week's Survivor Series event. You know, you can find this video wherever you're watching it: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. If you want to hear it, not Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts.
Fuck them.
There's a bunch of places where we are. We're all on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. You can interact with us, follow us, subscribe. Make sure y'all are tapped in, turn those notifications on. Phil, you got anything else you want to talk about tonight?
I mean, since we're this is recorded on Wednesday night and tomorrow is Thanksgiving. What's your plate looking like tomorrow? If you had to choose your
looking like tomorrow?
Yeah, what's your plate looking like tomorrow?
Very low vibrational. I'll just say that.
Oh wow, low vibrational. Oh shit. Damn.
What about you?
Well, I think turkey is a little bit overrated on Thanksgiving. So I'm more of a mashed potatoes, mac and cheese type of person. So probably mostly sides with a bit of turkey. Yeah, I'm not a big turkey guy. Sometimes it's too dry, sometimes it's not right. So I'm more of a sides person.
Me too. I'm not a turkey guy either. I don't like turkey. Oh, now the Trailblazers want to win a game. Anything you're looking forward to tomorrow?
Hopefully the Detroit Lions can finally win a damn football game on Thanksgiving. This is the perfect opportunity to do so. I think they've lost like 12 straight. So hopefully Aaron Jones is not playing tomorrow for the Packers, so hopefully they can finally get a damn win on Thanksgiving. That would be lovely. What about you?
You just want to hit a parlay tomorrow.
Yep. I think I'll be releasing an all-day parlay on the socials before. So stay tuned to that.
Make sure y'all are tapped into his parlay. I will not be releasing anything. I win when I don't share. Sorry.
It is what it is.
Yeah, so yeah, they saw it happen firsthand on Sunday.
It's tradition.
I just come in and I just go into the chat and complain whenever it's not hitting or I think something's about to hit. Shout out Tony Pollard, by the way. Thank you. Let me nice some money. Anyways, we're gonna head on out of here. Make sure you're tapped in on us, tapped into us. Baller Central Gaming. We also have clips head up there. Phil will be getting some more clips to add on that channel pretty soon for himself. What the hell's going on? As I'm watching the Mavs Lakers game, I'm sorry, but make sure you, like I said, you're subscribed, following, stay tapped in, stay tuned. We're here to stay. Have a good night. Enjoy Survivor Series. We'll be back next week for the results and reactions. Have a good night.